Hello, it is fishbulbgeek, and yeah, we're now going to go and rescue Caden, who is stuck at the AA towers, while Ashley sets the lamest looking nuke that I have ever seen. Well, I'm not actually sure how to make a nuke look cooler considering it is a weapon of mass destruction, but that's honestly the lamest looking bomb design. I'm sure it's supposed to be cool, it just isn't. So I can't remember which door we leave out of. It's this one, isn't it? Yes. So I'm going to take my boys, and we're going to go and rescue Caden, and yeah. Lots of Krogan warriors, lots of sniper, jump little death. They're all annoying. Hopefully warp will stop him from doing anything. Feet, that might work. Please make me snipe me. He's just gonna go. Oh god. That's the thing. Right. Put the fire out. I'm not sure quite what's gonna happen to him. He's down. 2 Krogan left. Warp's not quite recharged. Neural shot getting down the ground. You can have that. Oh, stop charging. That's terrifying. It's not as terrifying as when the Geth do it, because the scream of the Geth is scarier. Okay. Ooh! I really should have used lift on him way before that point. I'm not sure whose voice we heard, but it might have been Rex's. I think he was still alive. Note to self, when they charge at you, do your normal thing. Either throw him or lift him, or, I don't know, anything other than what you just did, which is shoot and continue to hope that you'll win. Because you won't always, especially at this level, so yeah. Oh, there's going to be some texture popping. Yeah, that's just utter arrogance for you. Should have stopped back here. I should really switch. Actually, make sure that Rex is okay. So they can use those weapons. That's fine. Neural shot. Take the snipers out first. I think I can, because they're annoying. No, that didn't get him at all. Well, I can't appear to get a grip of him. Alright. That. Maybe try a bit of that. Oh, I'm getting my butt kicked. This is always a tough fight, it is. Okay, he's taken care of. Those ghosts are still annoying you. Let's try and take the ghost out of the equation. Right, Garrus, you take cover, that's fine. Try and get him on the ground. Can't throw him. Maybe I can do some overload. He's a bit of a pain, to be honest, and take the weapon at commission. Yeah, okay, let's try and get a warp on you. Stop you from regenerating your health if nothing else. Just the one left. Okay, he's charging. Use lift. That's the way to deal with them when they charge at you. I have no idea where he went. Did he just... Is he still up there? Oh, he's dead. Okay, that was... Yeah, this room, no matter what difficulty you're on, is always more of a shock than it is. Especially if you've been getting arrogant about the game up until that point. It's not so bad if you're cautious, but... Oh, thought for sure there was going to be a crate there. It's because it's over here.
Inbound to your location.
It's already here, and is bleeding Geth all over the bomb site.
Can you hold them off?
There's too many! I don't think we can hold them! I'm activating the nuke!
What are you doing, Chief?
Making sure this bomb goes off, no matter what! It's done, Commander. Go get the Lieutenant and get the hell out of here!
Belay that. We can handle ourselves. Go back and get Williams.
I mean, that is, I think, some of the best voice acting from Ashley. She delivers those lines. I forget the actual actress's name off the top of my head. You know, that's, yeah, she delivers those lines really well. Kaidan, I do like Kaidan quite a lot. And normally I mean, this is such a tough choice. Now, you know what? I usually end up keeping Ashley because as much as she annoys me as a character, I usually do just end up taking her anyway. Because Kaidan's not always, I mean, he's sometimes funny, but mostly he's a bit boring. I think he gets better. I've only taken him through all 3 games once before, if I remember correctly, so yeah, let's go for Kaidan. Don't even know who the most popular choice is actually, but I'm gonna go for taking Kaidan through, because even though she's a more problematic character, she's usually more interesting for the way she redeems herself, and is still kind of an ass, but like, you can understand where she comes from. Let's go to Kaidan.
Alenko, radio Joker and tell him to meet us on the AA tower.
Yes, Commander.
You know it's the right choice, LT.
I'm sorry, Ash. I had to make a choice.
I understand, Commander. I don't regret a thing.
The very first time I played this game, at this point, I still thought there was a way we were going to get Ashley, and there was a way we were going to save her. I didn't know. At this point, I was just like, or Kaidan or whoever it was I was going to rescue, at that point, I didn't know it was final. And that, you know, we really, because like, how often do you actually lose a member of your team? It's not very often at all, is it? So I was just like, nah, we're gonna go back. Well, you know, we might have to do a rescue mission or something like that, and well, it's a lot more final than that, isn't it? I don't have any really good... they are great because the singularity will pick them all up. Let's see how many I can get out with lift. Also, have a grenade.
Commander, you need to move fast. You can't hold these things off much longer.
Oh, quit whining. We'll hope not just... Oh god, fine. Destroyers are charging. This is less fine than I want it to be. I think I got them both with that though, so that's good.
Watch the corner! Suppressing fire!
It's mostly the same.
This has been an impressive diversion, Shepard. My Geth were utterly convinced the Solarians were the real threat. Of course, it was all for nothing. I can't let you disrupt what I've accomplished here. You can't possibly understand what's really at stake.
You can even see blue cybernetics through him.
Why are you doing this?
You've seen the vision from the beacons, Shepard. You of all people should understand what the Reapers are capable of. They cannot be stopped. Do not mire yourself in pointless revolt. Do not sacrifice everything for the sake of petty freedoms. The Protheans tried to fight, and they were utterly destroyed. Trillions dead. But what if they had bowed before the invaders? Would the Protheans still exist? Is submission not preferable to extinction?
Do you really believe the Reapers will let us live?
Now you see why I never came forward with this to the Council. We organics are driven by emotion instead of logic. We will fight even when we know we cannot win. But if we work with the Reapers, if we make ourselves useful, think how many lives could be spared. Once I understood this, I joined Sovereign, though I was aware of the dangers. I had hoped this facility could protect me.
You're afraid Sovereign is influencing you. You're afraid he's controlling your thoughts.
I've studied the effects of indoctrination. The more control Sovereign exerts, the less capable the subject becomes. That is my saving grace. Sovereign needs me to find the conduit. My mind is still my own, for now. But the transformation from ally to servant can be subtle. I will not let it happen to me.
Why are the Geth following Sovereign?
They believe Sovereign to be some kind of god, the pinnacle of their own evolution. But the reaction of their deity is most telling. It is insulted. Sovereign does not desire the pitiful devotions the Geth hurl at it. They are just tools, and no amount of belief on their part will change that. But as tools, they are useful. They will survive the coming invasion. If organic life is to survive, we must also prove we are useful. We must work with the Reapers.
Tell me why Sovereign needs the conduit. Tell me what it is. Maybe we can find a way to stop them.
The conduit is the key to your destruction and my salvation. Sovereign needs my help to find it. That is the only reason I have not been indoctrinated.
Sovereign's manipulating you and you don't even know it. You're already under its power.
No, Sovereign needs me. If I find the conduit, I've been promised a reprieve from the inevitable. This is my only hope.
Yeah, you're deluded.
Together we can stop Sovereign. We don't have to submit to the Reapers, we can beat them.
I no longer believe that, Shepard. The visions cannot be denied. The Reapers are too powerful. The only hope of survival is to join with them. Sovereign is a machine. It thinks like a machine. If I can prove my value, I become a resource worth maintaining. There is no other logical conclusion.
Yeah, you've already fallen into the fallacy of trying to convince yourself that that's true.
You were a Spectre. You were sworn to defend the galaxy. Then you broke that vow to save yourself.
I'm not doing this for myself. Don't you see? Sovereign will succeed. It is inevitable. My way is the only way any of us will survive. I'm forging an alliance between us and the Reapers, between organics and machines. And in doing so, I will save more lives than have ever existed. But you would undo my work. You would doom our entire civilization to complete annihilation. And for that, you must die.
Okay. I can't remember what's going to affect him best. It's not that then. I'm just going to throw every single power I've got at him. Because in this game, you can't really have fun combat. Didn't take very long.
All right, everybody, hang on!
Yeah, and that's the point. You realize you're not getting them back.
I can't believe that Ash didn't make it. How could we just leave her down there?
Williams knew the risks going in. She gave her life to save the rest of us.
But why me? Why not her?
I mean, logically, for so many reasons, you're an officer, I mean, she was a great soldier, but, like, you're good with tech and all sorts of things, and, you know, you're not racist, or speciest, or xenophobic, I think might be the right word.
It wasn't your call, Alenko. I had to choose. I chose you.
But if I'd done my job, you wouldn't have had to make that call.
Oh yeah, I think what the time that I kept him through for all 3 games, I'd romanced him, which puts another layer on top of that. I had to choose somebody, and it's like, well, of course I choose the one I'm going to have sex with. I'm not going to have sex with him this time, because we're definitely romancing Liara. But yeah, that's a weird little layer to throw into it when the person you keep is the person you're eventually going to romance. It doesn't really get brought up, even though it probably should.
It wasn't your fault. It wasn't my fault. The only one to blame here is Saren.
Yes, ma'am. We'll get it done.
Commander, excuse me for interrupting, but I have an idea. I think the beacon you found in Saren's base was similar to the one you found on Eden Prime. It may have filled in the missing pieces of your vision. I might be able to help you put all those pieces together.
You want to join our minds again, don't you? Okay, go ahead.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity. Incredible. I never thought the images would be so intense. I need a moment to collect myself.
Did the vision make any sense to you?
It's a distress call. A message sent out across the Prothean Empire. A warning against the Reapers, but the warning came too late.
What about the conduit?
There were other images, locations, places I recognized from my research. Ilos! The conduit is on Ilos! That is why Saren needed to find the Mu relay. It is the only way to get to Ilos.
How come you never told us about Ilos before?
The Mu relay links to dozens of systems and hundreds of worlds. How was I to know Ilos was the one we wanted? Without the cipher, the images in your visions were never clear. Only now do I recognize them as landmarks from Ilos.
That's the wrong way to phrase that, because with the cipher, which was before this mission, you should have recognized it. It's with the cipher and with the missing bits of information that you now recognize them as landmarks from Ilos. Although we didn't really see landmarks so much as a couple of planets.
We need to get to Ilos.
Forget it. The Mu relay's inside the Terminus systems. Alliance ships are not welcome there. Neither are Spectres.
The conduit's on Ilos. That's where Saren's heading. I'll be waiting for him when he gets there.
Saren will have his entire fleet orbiting Ilos. You will never make it down to the surface without reinforcements. You must alert the Council. We need a fleet to... I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
We're done here. Dismissed.
Commander, there's a convoy nearby. I can link us in if you want to report back to the Citadel Council. You know, to warn them about Sovereign.
I mean, he's really respectful about that. We know they're just going to shout at us, but we'll do it anyway because we're good little soldiers. Such a Girl Scout.
Set the link up, Joker. They need to know.
Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, I'm pleased to see your mission on Virmire was a success.
Saren is formidable enough without an army of Krogan serving under him.
The Krogan would have served Sovereign, a Reaper.
Yes, we saw mention of this on your report. Sovereign, Ascension machine, a true artificial intelligence. This news is quite alarming, if it turns out to be accurate.
Sovereign's a Reaper. Saren admitted it.
He's playing you, Shepard. Saren still has contacts on the Citadel. You probably saw your earlier reports, the ones talking about your vision and the Reapers.
It's highly possible Saren is using false information to throw you off balance. Our own intelligence has never turned up any corroborating information.
Yeah, typical self-serving politicians. You don't believe anything until it literally wants to come up and shoot you in the face.
Sooner or later, you're gonna have to take something I say on faith, Counselor.
Try to see this from our perspective, Commander. Saren is a threat we can recognize. However, as far as we know, the Reapers only exist in your visions.
Our decisions affect trillions of lives. We cannot act on the accusations of a single person, even a Spectre. Not without solid evidence.
The Council cannot take any official action here. That is why we created the Spectres. You have the authority to act as you see fit.
If you truly believe Sovereign is the real threat, you must take whatever steps are necessary to stop it. And Saren.
Good luck, Commander. From all of us.
Do you know what? In fairness, that's kind of a backhanded way of saying, well, do what you need to. We're not going to authorize it, but we're not going to stop you either. Which is fair enough. Although it kind of is also the same way that, you know, somebody could then go ahead and commit a war crime because they believe it's the only thing to do, but, you know, at least that permissiveness is working in my favour, so to speak. I mean, it's what lets, you know, Spectre like Saren get as bad as he is. I mean, if you read the book, any of the Mass Effect books, the first one, Revelation, I think it's called, which is all about Captain Anderson and his trial to become a Spectre, which he ultimately fails because Saren is, well, he's a racist asset as well. He's a Turian and he hates humans, and he's sets out to sabotage. Well, does he set out to sabotage him, or does he just deliberately not make the... I think he I don't know if he deliberately sets out to sabotage him, but he certainly goes around and murders a bunch more people than he needs to, partly because they're humans and partly because he doesn't want David Anderson to survive. And he's always been like that, because he's a Turian and he's a Spectre and he knows best. And a lot of Turians feel that way, that they're better than humans. And I don't think that's not particularly hidden. Everybody's got a superiority complex. You know, we think we're better than the Batarians. Everybody thinks they're better than the Batarians. Turians, everybody thinks they're better than the Krogan, which just isn't true, because the Krogan were needed to put down the Rachni. Solarians think they're better than everyone else. The Sari think they're better than everyone else. And Turians probably don't think they're better than the Solarians or the Asari, but they certainly think they're better than every other species out there. I mean, they've got the Volus under their thumb, 100%. The Turians do, so yeah. Everyone's got a superiority complex. I guess it's just like real life.
Yes, Commander?
You have literally nothing interesting to say.
Yes, ma'am.
Was that just the galaxy map? I think it might have just been the galaxy map. I don't think Joker's gonna have anything new to say, or he might.
Commander, I know it couldn't have been easy for you down there. Making the call between Alenko and Williams must have been... I'm sorry, ma'am. I just don't know if I could have done it.
Yeah, I forgot, of course. After our main mission, everybody's got things to say.
Yeah, there is no right choice for something like that. I just hope I never have to go through it again.
No, I'm not blaming you, Commander. I mean, it's hard, you know?
Saren's still out there, Joker. Hold it together. We need you.
Don't worry, I won't let you down. I want to be there when you make that son of a bitch pay.
Alright. No one else to speak to up here. Let's go take note from everybody else. How's everyone else doing? And for a second I forgot what game this was. I don't think there's anything new in my quarters. I think if you've been in them once, you don't need to go in them ever again. Got an enormous space here that's just so badly used. I've got a crappy bed, two desks. Oh no, one might be a desk, one might be a communication console. We're gonna pretend there's like a closet or a private bathroom in there. That could be private lockers, it's hard to say. I mean, I get they probably didn't have that many things they could build into this game, too many assets, but you know, we'll populate it with more things in our mind. Alright, Caden, how are you doing after that? Come on, get closer.
Anything you need, Commander?
I wanted to see how you're dealing with Ash's death.
Dealing, ma'am. Sorry for anything I said back there. Adrenaline.
I understand. I don't like losing people either.
I've served for years, but never lost a soldier under my command. Not to hostile action, anyway. If you don't mind my asking, how did you deal with the losses on Elysium?
It was my job to get everyone out safe. I failed. I vowed not to let that happen again. Same here. I'll remember her, and I'll do better for her.
Yeah, I guess that's all we can do. Thanks for the advice, ma'am.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Input? Hell, I don't know. We're fighting giant machines from outside the galaxy. Should I be afraid of them? Or in awe of them? Anything so old, so intelligent.
Yeah, they've been around a while. So were the Turians. We gave them a boot in the ass.
I think we're gonna need a bigger boot, Commander.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
We're all in for the duration. You can count on everyone to do their duty.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
wish there was a better way to place the subtitles rather than over everybody's faces. It's one of those little things that I just wish companies could take better account of. Because yeah, I like having subtitles. Always have done, always will do. But it also annoys me when it interferes with conversations. It's just so distracting sometimes, especially when it's right over someone's face. Doubt you've got anything new to say, but just in case.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Yeah.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
You're vastly underutilized in this game, Doctor.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
I could have sworn I've had this conversation with you at least twice already.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I've been thinking about Saren. I actually feel a little sorry for him now.
Do I feel sorry for him? I kinda don't. I mean, it's the Paragon thing to say, but I mean, that's a little harsh.
He's the last person I'd feel sorry for.
He is trapped inside his own mind. Part of him senses his identity slowly being swallowed up by Sovereign, but he is powerless to stop it. I wonder how he first fell into Sovereign's trap. Did he think he could somehow stop the Reapers from returning? Or was he simply driven by a lust for power and glory?
Whatever Saren's reasons may have been, they're long gone now. He has to be stopped.
Yes, I suppose you're right. He may be Sovereign's victim, but he is also a threat to all life as we know it. Let's not spend every free minute talking about Saren. It is bad enough we are chasing him across the galaxy.
I suppose it occurs to me that is a little insensitive. She will obviously be feeling bad about her own mother, who ultimately was indoctrinated as well. I don't think you've got anything new to say.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Like, I had kind of that we spend an actual lot longer talking and bonding. 'Cause, yeah. You would, wouldn't you? With everybody. Presumably over some sort of meal time. Because they never eat in this game. I think technically you don't really see anybody eating until the third game, maybe? It's, oh yes, Kirihei, Commander Frantola. It's actually sad that Ashley's no longer there. It is harsh.
It was an honor working with you, Commander Shepard. Despite the losses, our mission was a success. My superiors will duly honor Chief Williams for her actions. Her sacrifice has earned humanity a great deal of respect from my people.
Ash was a hell of a soldier. She knew what the risks were, but she did what she had to.
Of course, the grim reality that every soldier must accept. Rest assured, Commander, my men and I will not forget what you have accomplished here. We will leave your ship as soon as you reach your next destination. Perhaps we will have the opportunity to work together again someday.
You have my gratitude, Commander. Most people would have left our team behind. The captain considers the mission a success. I defer to his judgment.
Sounds like you don't consider the mission a success.
Let me see what you have.
You have... Is that it? A rubbish pistol? Well, I suppose that's actually not that rubbish. 58, 390, 10. I'm actually going to check. I suspect they're not as good as what I've got. So... Rex, what's your armor at? yeah, no, that's 75, 420, 51. 44, 350, 63. Can I actually remember those numbers?
We lost a lot of people on Virmire. I hope it was worth it.
Let me see what you have.
Yeah, neither of those armors are particularly good. Yeah, I don't care. I'll get shopping later. Let's go see. Does Tally have anything to say? I mean, theoretically, she might have spent time. Well, she probably didn't spend time with Ashley, but she might have. She's young.
It feels like we're getting near the end, doesn't it, Shepard? With Saren, I mean.
It won't be much longer. One way or another, it'll all be over soon.
You'll find the conduit before he does. I know you will. You have to. And after this is all over, when my pilgrimage ends and I go back to my own people, I'll be proud to say I was a part of it.
We couldn't have done this without you, Tally.
You've been good to me. A lot of people treat Quarians like second-class citizens. They just want us to go back to our fleet and disappear. But you've treated me just like everyone else on your crew. Like an equal. That means a lot, and it says something about you. Whatever happens, I just want to say thank you for that.
Without her evidence, none of this would have happened. Saren probably would have run, because we didn't have the power to do anything. But it's her getting that evidence from the Geth, which is a thing nobody thought they could do. But she got it because she's, you know, like, kick-ass wizard. Yeah, without her, this whole thing would have gone down very differently, so she's a very important part of this story, no matter whether or not you take her along the team or not.
I'm gonna miss you when you go back to your own people, Tally.
That won't happen for a while yet. I'll be right here anytime you need me.
I should go.
See you later.
Alright, let's just go talk to Garrus and Rex, and then that's enough to call it apart. What's he doing? Oh, he's looking at the tire.
Commander, I wanted to thank you.
What for, Garrus?
For everything. Taking me with you, letting me be part of your team. I've learned a lot. I've thought a lot about what you've told me. About not sacrificing innocence to achieve the goal. About finding the best way through, not just the fastest. And I've been thinking about Dr. Saleon, too. I'd convinced myself that he deserved to die, but then I started thinking about why I wanted him dead. I realized it wasn't because of what he did to those people. That was part of it, but I think most of it was because he got away from me. He escaped under my watch, and I didn't like that. I let it become personal.
Words mean nothing until you turn them into action, Garrus. What are you gonna do about it?
Well, I'm going back to CSEC. I think I can make a difference there. I'll also reapply for Spectre training, but I'll do it right. I won't compromise myself to get there. If the people I'm sworn to protect can't trust me, then I don't deserve to be the one protecting them.
I mean, I don't know what's going on with some of the lines, but yeah, some of them just... I don't know, did they put different processing on them and forgot to change them so they're all the same, or what? But yeah, they definitely sound different.
I'm glad you see it that way. Keep that in mind when we meet Saren.
Don't worry, Commander. I will.
Or at least they sound different to me. I could just be going crazy, but I don't think I am. I think they do sound different. It's like that one line that has literally no processing, so it's just the line as spoken by the actor. I forget who says it. Is it somebody in CSEC when you're doing Jenna's rescue mission? Yeah, he says a line that's got no processing, must have got missed.
Commander, things got heated back on Virmire. You did what you had to do. I respect your choice.
I appreciate what you did, Rex. I won't forget it.
Just make sure it was worth it. Saren has to pay for what he's done.
We'll have him soon enough. Then he can answer for his crimes.
He'll do more than just answer if I have anything to say about it.
To be fair.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
He doesn't really need to. Well, I mean, he will answer for his crimes, but you know, I kind of agree with Rex's version, which is no doubt a shotgun to the face kind of thing. So that's a good place to end it. We have lost Ashley, but we know what's going. You know, we've confronted Saren. We found out just how crazy he is. Crazy, deluded, indoctrinated. He's still the bad guy. And I don't actually have that much sympathy for him because he's still the bad guy. Ashley is dead. No longer the council. Shocker. Don't believe us. We found out that Sovereign is an actual Reaper. So that's terrifying. Yeah. What's going to happen next? What is the game? I mean, we're going to go back to... I've already done that report to the council. I think I have to go back to the well, I think I could probably go back and try and do some other stuff. If I had any of these side missions or assignments open, I could probably go ahead and do them now. So this is more or less the last time before you go back to the Citadel. This is the last time you've got to do anything, so if you haven't tidied it up before now, you've pretty much got to do it because you won't have a chance after this. You go back to the Citadel, I think there's a bit of time to do some other stuff, and then you're in the last phase, and you don't deviate from the last missions. It's all very much on rail, the last part of the game. So yeah, if you've got missions still to do or any DLC that you haven't done and you've reached this point of the game, you need to go ahead and get it done before you go back to the Citadel, and that's actually making an assumption that you actually have a choice. I think you do have a choice. I'll find out when I go into the galaxy map next time, but yeah, that's yeah, we're definitely here. We're almost at the last part of the game. There's certainly no side missions to do, so I will be next going to the Citadel and doing that stuff next. But this strikes me as a good place to end it. So, I don't think I ever noticed how red that is before. Weird lighting effect. Anyway, distracted. Yes, I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed playing it. If you have, please leave a like. Tell your friends, get them to watch it if they're into this sort of thing. I mean, this is a very old game series now. Even if I do go through and do the other two games straight after this, which to be fair I'm not going to, it's still a very old series with a lot of controversy, but you know what, it's a classic, it's a masterpiece in terms of storytelling, and okay, maybe just a masterpiece in terms of storytelling. The gameplay is a bit iffy in all three games. I think it's got its issues, but it's a much beloved series nonetheless. It's certainly got its iconic characters. I mean, most gamers will know who Commander Shepard is and will have at least heard of the Mass Effect series. And if they haven't played it, I feel sorry for them, because it's one of those classics that you feel like everybody should have played. Yeah, so next time we'll be carrying on with the story. We'll be firing straight through it. I think I'll be taking out. I think I'll be taking out the ladies to stretch their legs on the Citadel next, actually, rather than having the boys as backup. They're really combat backup. I think the ladies might come out for some time on the Citadel, which will be nice. Actually, we very rarely get them out and about. See if anyone's got any unique dialogue options. I think there's going to be anything particularly, but yeah. So that's next time. Next time, Citadel. Report to the council again, even though we've technically already done it. But I suppose you didn't have to contact the council just now. But yeah. So if you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like. I'll be quickly producing the rest of the game. I'm not sure how long it's going to take me to do, but I am going to try and get as much recorded pretty much in one session as I can, to be honest, because I don't like to hang about too much, especially this part of the game, and I am eager to see the end of it. It is good fun. So yes, I do hope you'll join me for next time when we go to see the council again, get told off by them again. Take care, guys. Ta-ta for now.